How's it going? My name is Tim. Welcome to my shop, and I haven't posted a video in a while, mainly because I've been working on a big project. So I'm working on a Morris chair, and I'm just not at the point where I'm ready to post like a full video build on it. But I have been posting a lot of Instagram stories, so I thought to get some content out on YouTube that I would go ahead and sort of put together the Instagram stories that I've been posting maybe once a month or so, and create a YouTube video out of them. So a little bit different than normal. It's not like a done, polished project at the end of it, but it will be hopefully a little more often. And it's also going to be in the vertical format, obviously, because that's what Instagram likes. So yeah, go ahead and flip your device if you can, and I hope you enjoy it. And I went to Hearn Hardwood a few weeks ago and picked up all of this cherry. And this is going to be the start of the next big project, which is going to be a Morris chair. So I'm excited about that one. So here is the 3D model of the Morris chair that I'll be building. So you can see the design is the popular Woodworking design. It's Bob Lang's original design, but it's pretty close to the original. And not sure how it's going to turn out on camera, but here's a full-size drawing of the side of the Morris chair. And cameo from the dog. What are you doing? Chewing on some scrap wood. Really testing out the dust-proof rating on this heater as well. So the legs of the chair, they're 2 3/8 of an inch square. And I want them to be rift sawn. So if I just did it square to the 12-quarter cherry that I have here, it'd be more quarter sawn. And then you're gonna get the cathedrals on 2 of the faces, which I don't really want. I want the nice straight grain on all 4 sides. So I made this little template. So what I'm doing basically is just kind of rotating this little template until I get that nice rift sawn grain right about like that. That way I got straight grain on all 4 sides of those legs. What are you doing? Iris. In preparation for the Morris chair, I picked up a 1/2-inch mortise chisel. Just look at the size of that chisel. This is a 1/2-inch normal chisel, just for comparison. They're pretty cute, but anybody thinking about getting a puppy needs to look at the aftermath of all of this. Iris. How's it going? It is rough sawing day. I'm not doing this entire thing by hand, but the handsaw is definitely going to be used for some of it. So I'm ready to get my workout in. Okay, so here we go. Everything, pretty much, minus a few other little bits and bobs, is rough cut and ready to do some milling. Okay, and I'm not going to do this whole thing by hand. I'm not going to mill it all by hand. but I like to just scrub down to one face just because that's a lot faster than running through the jointer and planer a whole bunch of times. How's it going? Happy weekend. So I got all the pieces that I'm going to be using in the next week or so milled up for the Morris chair. I ran them through the jointer and the planer, and they're kind of rough looking, so what I'm going to do is just hit them with the jointer plane, and then we will get ready for a little joinery. These are the pieces that I quickly milled up yesterday. So we got 4 legs, and then we have the top and bottom side rails. And you can see there's a bit of planer snipe on those, so we'll take them out with the jointer plane. And this is my jointer plane. It's a Miller Falls number 22, so equivalent to a Stanley number 7. And I'm not exactly sure who W.B. Taylor is, but he was kind enough to engrave his name on everything, so thanks for that. And thanks for the plane. And of course the shop dog is in her normal spot. Iris, good girl. All right, a little touch up to the planer blade, and we are ready to go. There's the finish right off the jointer plane. It's nice. Amazing what a sharp blade will do. So I just started cutting the joinery for the Morris chair, and I have to say that I'm a bit nervous actually. So this is one of those kind of grail projects that I've thought about for years now, and I'm a little bit nervous to start actually making the project. I know I can do it, I don't know, I'm just a little apprehensive. Like, what if I mess up, or what if I can't do it? I don't know, it's a little nerve-wracking, really. It's weird. I don't think I've ever felt this before. But yeah, so I'm starting the tenons on the tops of the legs. That's the first step. Next step is going to be doing the top rail, because that's actually the only square joint on this entire side subassembly. So we're going to do that next. And then we're going to get started on the side slats, and then connect everything together. I think I just needed to get that first joint cut. We are moving along with this chair build pretty quickly now. My first joint jitters are out of the way. So we have the tenons on the top of the legs done, and then we also have the taper to the top side rail. And then what we're gonna do is match the drawing there. So we're gonna match that taper up with the top of the back leg, and we're just gonna carry that through and then put the tenon on the top of the back leg. All right, and there we go. So that is the top rail of the Morris chair cut and ready to go. Now on to the mortises. Okay, and here is a quick picture of my mortise setup. So I have the just the scrap piece clamped in the vise, and then I have the workpiece on top, just so I'm not hammering into the actual vise or hammering into a piece that's on the vise. Got my mortise chisel, got my thumping mallet, and I am ready to go. So I got done my first joint on the Morris chair today, and it's a little bit looser than I would have liked, but I'm excited that it's done. And now we got about 40 more mortise and tenon joints to go.